If you wake up tomorrow and find a white cat, it's me.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're looking at actors who loaned their voices to the English dubs of Studio Ghibli films.
Laputa will live. I will return it to life.
Number 10. Joseph Gordon-Levitt, The Wind Rises. The Wind Rises stands out as one of the few Miyazaki movies to center on a real-life figure, Jiro Horikoshi, who designed many Japanese fighter planes during World War II.
Kaio, you've gotten so tall. And very pretty, too.
You are so insensitive.
Although Horikoshi's aircraft cost numerous lives, the film is more about Horikoshi's passion for engineering. Joseph Gordon-Levitt conveys that passion, balancing it with naive optimism. Horikoshi is so focused on building beautiful planes that he fails to see their destructive potential.
I will never forget what I saw today. It's like an endless road has opened up before my eyes.
Gordon-Levitt finds the humanity in a controversial dreamer who only sought to create. It's how those creations were used by others that made Horikoshi such a complex figure. Bringing an everyman quality to his performance, Gordon-Levitt is surprisingly relatable as a man who'd change history in ways he didn't imagine.
Don't let go.
I won't let go.
Number 9. Robert Pattinson, The Boy and the Heron. Coming a long way since Twilight, Robert Pattinson has proven himself to be one of the most versatile actors.
Save me.
Save me, my door.
He added voice acting to his resume with The Boy and the Heron, turning in one of the most surprising performances. Pattinson voices the Grey Heron, who flies into Mahito Maki's life. You'd never guess in a million years that it's Pattinson behind the microphone, putting on a gravelly voice that blends spectacularly with the Heron's unnerving design.
Dear mother, she's awaiting your rescue. I'll be your guide.
Pattinson adds to the ambiguity, hitting a note that's creepy yet enticing. Time will only tell if this ends up being Miyazaki's last film, but it's hopefully just the beginning of Pattinson's voiceover career.
You and I aren't friends or allies, kid.
Number 8. Tim Curry, The Cat Returns. You simply cannot go wrong with Tim Curry. Even so, the casting of him as the pompous feline is pitch perfect. One look at that character and you knew there was only one man for the job.
You're not from my kingdom, are you? Exactly who are you?
The Cat King is all about the lavish lifestyle and is as laid back as they come, hilariously dropping the word babe in sentences here and there.
Welcome to the royal family, babe.
It's a different take on the character than the original Japanese voiceover, but that really works in its favor as it gives you more reasons to check out the dub. Best of all, Tim Curry had a brilliant time playing the character, as is evidenced by the behind-the-scenes footage.
I'll have a word with the contractors.
It's too late for that.
Number 7. Minnie Driver, Princess Mononoke. The bonds between humanity and nature are at the core of Princess Mononoke. Attempting to build a bridge between worlds, Prince Ashitaka forms an unlikely connection with San, a woman raised by wolves. As strong as Billy Crudup and Claire Danes are in their respective roles, Minnie Driver delivers the English dub's fiercest performance as Lady Eboshi.
Why are you here, if you don't mind my asking?
Although Eboshi wages war against the forest, the film doesn't turn her into a one-dimensional antagonist. Driver unearths the nuance of a born leader who's ready to defend her town at any cost.
I'm sure she'll make a lovely wife for you.
Even if you don't agree with Eboshi's methods, Driver supplies the character with such a commanding spirit that anyone would be compelled to follow her into battle. While headstrong, Eboshi isn't without room for growth.
We're going to start all over again. This time we'll build a better town.
Number 6. Dakota and Elle Fanning, My Neighbor Totoro. The success of My Neighbor Totoro largely depends on the believable relationship between sisters Satsuki and Mei. What better way to achieve that authenticity than by casting two real-life sisters in the role?
Maybe squirrels live here.
Squirrels?
Although dubbing a voice comes with certain limitations, Dakota and Elle Fanning inject a natural spontaneity that captures childhood at its most playful. As Satsuki and Mei run through the forest, you can almost imagine the Fanning sisters bouncing around the recording booth.
Well, May, so much for bringing Dad his umbrella.
At the same time, there's a sophistication to their delivery, making it all the more apparent that these young girls would have prominent futures in Hollywood. The Fannings provide the narrative with a grounded center, turning the magical world of Totoro into a slice of everyday life.
Look at Mom, she's laughing. Everything must be okay. Yeah.
Number 5. Cloris Leachman, Castle in the Sky. When we first meet air pirate Dola and her gang, it appears they'll be the villains of this story.
Ah, she's wearing the crystal! Now go get her!
That distinction actually goes to government agent Muska, voiced by a deliciously two-faced Mark Hamill. Dola meanwhile emerges as an ally, taking Pazu and Shita under her wing in a race to the eponymous Castle in the Sky. Cloris Leachman shines in the role, portraying Dola as a cunning captain who runs a tight ship.
You really think they'll keep her alive? Don't you see that they forced her to make a deal?
Yet she's also a lively adventurer and a maternal figure who hides her warmth behind a gruff attitude. Leachman captures every facet without skipping a beat. By the film's end, you'll want to join Dola's gang, with Leachman's performance proving too infectious to resist.
Will you shut up? Nah, what can I tell you? They just really like dessert.
Number 4. Davy Chase, Spirited Away. Around the same time that she played Lilo, Davy Chase lent her voice to another animated icon.
But Mom! Wait for me!
The English dub of Spirited Away couldn't be more perfectly cast, with Jason Marsden as the enigmatic Haku and Suzanne Plachette in a dual role as the polar opposite twin sisters. Though, the dub would have fallen flat without the right voice for Chihiro. Like she did with Lilo, Chase manages to be loud and whiny while also being relatable and endearing.
Mom, Dad, are you alright? It's me, Zen! Hey, wake up!
We don't just see Chihiro mature into a braver, more confident person, we hear it in Chase's performance. As much as Chihiro changes throughout the film, Chase is consistently believable as an ordinary girl flung into an extraordinary world, preparing her for a new chapter in life.
Haku helped me before. Now I want to help him.
Number 3. Michael Keaton, Porco Rosso. Playing a man dressed as a bat without coming off as ridiculous is harder than it sounds. Michael Keaton famously pulled it off though, making him an appropriate choice to voice a flying ace turned into a humanoid pig.
You're right!
Although it might sound like a silly premise, Porco Rosso is one of Ghibli's most layered protagonists. Keaton compared the character to Humphrey Bogart, supplying Porco with a similar hard-boiled, unfazed demeanor. There's a Rick Blaine quality to Porco, whose past has left him with a cynical outlook.
That's the last thing I'd ever do, kid. I only look out for myself.
Porco may deny it, but there's an honorable, even heroic figure behind the pig waiting to break free. Keaton's cool delivery also makes him a great foil for the egotistical Curtis, voiced by the always entertaining Cary Elwes.
Hey, cowboy, is that your plane out front?
Yep. I don't mind saying she made me a bit of a celebrity in the racing world.
Number 2. Christian Bale, Howl's Moving Castle. While we could easily point towards Billy Crystal's brilliant performance as Calcifer, Bale had the opportunity to flex far more range. From his suave, flirty attitude all the way to his hair mishap breakdown, Christian Bale really shows off his voice acting chops in this timeless classic.
Where to? I'll be your escort this evening.
It's very difficult to bring a believability to these layers of Howl's personality, as you have to portray the show-off, but also the fragile recluse behind the facade. But he totally nailed it.
I specifically ordered you not to get carried away! Now I'm repulsive. I can't live like this.
There's a pretty good reason why so many dub watchers have a massive crush on Howl. And that's thanks to this Welshman.
Wow, Sophie, your hair looks just like starlight. It's beautiful.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure to go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Kirsten Dunst, Kiki's Delivery Service. Ghibli's English dubs continually hit the jackpot with child actors. When this film came to the States, you couldn't have asked for a better up-and-comer to voice Kiki than Kirsten Dunst.
You look just like your mother when she was young.
I'm glad about that.
She may be a witch, but Kiki stands out as one of the most identifiable and empathetic characters in any medium. Dunst overflows with friendly optimism while still finding the insecurity every young person experiences on the road to finding themselves. She has a natural rapport with the late Phil Hartman, who delivered one of his final performances as the wisecracking black cat Gigi.
They're looking at us.
I know. Smile so we make a good impression.
Celebrity voice talent often offers a gateway for Westerners who are just discovering Japanese animation. After hearing Dunst perform as Kiki, you'll be compelled to watch the entire Ghibli library.
May I use your broom for a minute?
What?
Please, I promise I'll bring it right back.
Huh? I'm not gonna give you my broom.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.